All right. Hello again. Well, this is Alan Alexander, and I'm here just to have another conversation with you. Actually, this one's going to be a really strong conversation. This is really going to be a conversation, okay? Because I'm going to do this in two parts, okay? I'm going to start this conversation, then I'm going to ask you to take the time and really put some comments in here that I can respond to, okay? Because I think this one is a big one for a lot of people, right? I want to talk today about indecision, being indecisive. That's massive because I'm telling you, there's nothing that has the power to short circuit your potential as indecision, okay? It is where dreams die, literally, businesses, books, callings, a lot of things die in indecision. And so this is a massive one. And so I'm just going to start the conversation. I want you to continue the conversation, and then I'll come back and try and end the conversation. See how this is going to work? This one's a little bit different from our other videos, okay? So I need your participation. Take some time and comment below, and let's go from here, all right? So indecision. There's some things about indecision that I think we've got to know. I know a lot of people focus on the opinions of others that creates indecision, right? People that are indecisive, they generally highly think about what others think. And as a result of that, they tend to freeze up with whatever decision they're making because they want the best decision that everyone will be happy with. Generally, okay, this is generally speaking. There are several other reasons for indecision, okay, and I want you to help me, all right? If you're indecisive or you have suffered with indecision at some point in life, or maybe you have overcome indecision, I just like to know what you dealt with. What did you have to deal with? Were you dealing with the opinions of others? Were you dealing with fear? Were you dealing with sin? What is it that caused you to freeze up and keep on wondering, should I, could I, that type of place. If you're stuck there, there is a way out, and I'm glad to tell you that there is a way out, and we'll discuss that in our second video, right? The way out. But have you struggled with indecision? Okay, there is the opinions of others. There's also perfectionists, people that you want the perfect answer, you want the perfect path, you want the perfect shoe, you want the perfect shirt, perfect hairstyle. And so because you're not sure which one is actual perfect, you bought the perfect car just to see a more perfect car, right? And so you want to take that one back to buy that one. Guess what? There's going to be another one, okay? And another one and another one. And so people that are indecisive, they generally want the best, okay? So they're not necessarily wicked people or always simply sinful people. And yes, sin could cause indecision as well, okay? I'm just trying to give us different aspects as to what can trigger indecision, okay? So sometimes it's perfection. I want the perfect answer. I want the perfect girlfriend, the perfect boyfriend. I want the perfect this, that, or the other. And so as a result of that, you see any kind of flaw, or you're not sure if this is the cheapest you can get the shoe. And so, or if this is the nicest that there is that Nike brings out, or whatever brand you're on. Right? So indecision, right? It can be caused by just really good-hearted people. And there are sometimes that people want the best for others as well. And as a result of them wanting the best for others, they kind of freeze up in giving them what they have. Okay. When coming to God, a lot of times we are inadequate, and God expects us to be inadequate with our calling, by the way. So, yeah, there's a lot of indecision when coming to the calling of God, right? Moses has had a stutter, right? And so, yeah, call this man to be a spokesman. Why won't you? This is what God did, right? So, of course, he's going to be indecisive. He's like, I can't speak. I'm not that guy, maybe it's not me. Maybe you should call another person to do this, right? And so a lot of times when God calls you, he calls you to do something bigger than you are, and that can create some sort of insecurity, which is generally where indecision lives, right? So again, I want to finish this another time, but this is just the beginning of our conversation. Hopefully I've whet your appetite well enough that you can take a minute now and start to type, okay? Get to typing. Get to doing something here, all right? We need to talk. we need to hammer this out from top to bottom, because I think that that your future depends on it. That your efficiency and effectiveness in this life depends on you overcoming indecision, right? Your sanity depends on it. Your cleanliness depends on it. Your everything depends on being able to make decisions and sticking with the decision that you've made. Just in case you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please take a moment and subscribe so you can get all of our notifications when we release a new video. Listen, we want to have this conversation going, and we want to have a chat. I think there's so much for us to talk about in this life that makes us sharper as individuals. Take a moment, like, subscribe, share. God bless you, and I'll see you at the other end of this conversation.